Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8. And a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Cleveland Indians.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
Trevor Bauer will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a fourth or fifth starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, one of the great shortstops in the game, especially when you're talking about athleticism, Francisco Lindor. What he does just amazes every time out. We get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Into the box steps the leadoff man, Dustin Pedroia, and we are ready for baseball.
Dustin Pedroia.
And we are underway now from Cleveland as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1.
First pitch, 7:07.
Bauer gets the sign. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Oh, you know this ball had base hit written all over it. And for as hard as it was hit, it may have even made it into the alley. But that's a nice job at short to get all the way up there and just pull this thing down for the out.
Here's Brock Holt now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Our game time temperature for Game 1, not too bad for October, 56 degrees at first pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one, but foul.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Oh, he just about found the back door with that one. Just maybe an inch or two away.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Here's Mookie Betts as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
Squared that one up just a little late. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
David Ortiz will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to breeze his way to a 1-2-3 top half, but back-to-back hits have turned the tables on him here with 2 outs in the visitors' first.
Hanley Ramirez stands in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
You can bet now that in the postseason, on the road, in game 1 here, they'd like nothing better than to get on the board first. Just kind of let these guys know that they mean business. And they've got an early opportunity to do just that.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Yeah, that finds his zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And Ramirez will just try and work his way aboard here. It's 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Early struggles here with the command. That's 2 hits and a walk now in the very first inning. He's going to need to sort things out here pretty quick.
Striding forward now for the Sox, Xander Bogaerts. He'll try to do damage with the bases loaded and 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Chisenhall moves over, and that retires the side. Red Sox leave them loaded. Red Sox nothing. Tribe coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, guys, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. Does a lot of things right at the plate. Takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Rick Porcello gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the Division Series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a 4th or 5th starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
With a moment now, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
Carlos Santana will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
Into the seats, 0-1. 0-1, here's the pitch. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone.
And you'll get a good look at the grip on his 2-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrower seams on the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the 4-seamers.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Leon corrals it, but he can't get it there in time. Kipnis reaches on the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Francisco Lindor stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's set. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Runners off for second. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ground ball left side. Pedroia on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Jackie Bradley Jr. will dig in here to start out the top of the second. 7-8-9 here in a scoreless ball game.
They'll be looking to make amends for that top of the first where they got the bases loaded but couldn't get anyone home.
Bauer's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. 1-2. Here it comes. In tight with the slider. 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. set to deal on 2-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, let's take a look at this check swing here in slow motion. From this speed, it almost always looks like the guy goes around. Here, well, it looked like a good call down there at third base. I think that bat did break the plane, and that is a strike.
Standing in now, Sandy Leon. As he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. And 2 quick outs here in the second. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Number 40 stands in. And that's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
No score here as we play inning number 2. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
2 out, nobody on. Hit hard towards center, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2, tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it, and he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Dustin Pedroia will try it once more. He lined out to start the ball game. From the stretch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, this inning looked to be almost over, but got a base hit, a pass ball. Now all it might take is another single to get him a run here after all.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
And nothing gains momentum more than a 2-strike, 2-out RBI. He just stays with his ball nicely. That'll fire up the whole dugout.
Brock Holt Steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. On now to the bottom of the second. Boston's out in front, 1-0. Mike Napoli strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Into the windup and the pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, just a 2-seam fastball. You'll see the movement here. It works back toward the inside corner, and he picks up strikeout number 3 so far.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And a curveball, this one clocked at 78, and it's 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Nope.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it, 2-2.
Well, he got caught chasing those first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's kind of caught on to their game now. Those are 2 good takes to get it back to 2-2.
Red Sox on top in the early going, 1-0 as we play the second. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here, 2 away.
Batting 6th, right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Lonnie Chisenhall gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Mookie Betts will step in to lead things off here for the Red Sox. Big Poppy on deck to follow.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
And the control looks to be a little off here to start the third.
Bauer into his motion. 3-0 on its way. And no doubt about this one. It's in there. 3-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Under it is the center fielder. 1 away.
And sometimes when you're just getting rolling here in a ball game, you've got a 3-ball count. Hey, go ahead and lay one in there. Make him prove to you that he can beat you. This winds up a pretty routine fly ball.
So 1 gone in the inning now as that brings in the dangerous David Ortiz. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Striding into the box, Hanley Ramirez. He drew a walk his first time up. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Chopped foul right at home plate. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. It's a 2-run shot for Hanley Ramirez. His first homer here in the series as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. That last home run traveling an estimated 412 feet. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. And he's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
Jackie Bradley Jr. in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses low with it. 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Hit on the ground to short. Lindor on the grass, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Sandy Leon stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
You can tell a lot about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. The 1-0 delivery. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
A runner on first with 2 away. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. On his way to pitch number 75, pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Well, the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. We played 2.5. Boston leads it 3-0. Coco Crisp digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Left fielder, Coco Crisp.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. This is hit on the ground, but foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit to first. Ramirez takes it in, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting 8th, center fielder, number 30.
Number 30 settles into the box for his first chance. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Now he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
That's a major league curveball there. Those take a while to get used to, believe me.
Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Into the box, Roberto Perez. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
The windup and the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. Still down 3-0. Number 40 steps into the box.
Leading off for the Red Sox, left fielder, number 40.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. That's wide. 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2.
Boy, if he can get him right here, coming back from 3-0, what a way to start the inning that would be.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Calling for it, Chisenhall. Makes the play, one away.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. And guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
One away, and here's the 2008 AL MVP, Dustin Pedroia. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Bauer sets his sights. He'll try to put him away here on 2-2. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
And here's a situation where maybe if he's trying to go with this pitch, he might hit this ball a little bit harder. But instead, he's up there trying to pull it, and he hardly gets anything on this line drive at all.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Here's Brock Holt now. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. On the ground up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Mookie Betts will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Hit to short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Red Sox leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Looking to avoid his first walk. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Holt is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
The second baseman.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. And he falls behind 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Francisco Lindor will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Check swing here and a little looper. And Bogaerts will make the catch for the final out of the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. David Ortiz heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First pitch on its way. In there, strike 1. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. And he takes this one high, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
And a good battle brewing as Ortiz lays off. It's full 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though, so he's going to have to go grab a seat.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The relay. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him.
And this is going to turn into one of those no harm, no foul situations out there on the mound. He serves out the base hit here, but that guy's thinking 2 all the way, and it doesn't work out for him.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Out in front here is Bogaerts as he drives this one foul down the left side. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 3-0. Mike Napoli will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Porcello has his target. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
1-1.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is 1 big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Oh, and he had a hanger, but he missed it. It's 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Jose Ramirez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a 1-out double.
Boy, this is very close to being a foul ball, but a nice job by the first base umpire getting down there and getting the call right. And this is going to get down toward the corner and wind up a hard hit double.
Stepping in, Lonnie Chisenhall. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
1 out and a runner on second base. And he misses with it, 1-1. Hit out towards second. There is Pedroia. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
These days in this game, we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with 1 out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And here's the left fielder, Coco Crisp. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Two outs here with a runner at third. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. And the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006, the 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the 6th.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Stepping in now, Sandy Leon, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, right back to that inside location. When a guy shows you he can't handle a tough slider on the hands, you can bet that guy on the mound, he's going to go right back to that pitch before too long.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Standing in now, number 40. Hit hard to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. They lead it 3-0. Number 30 will come in now to start things out here in their half of the sixth as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fellow on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Hit back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Roberto Perez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Porcello sets. Here it is. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Nobody out, runner on first. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Here's the 0-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Santana.
Carlos Santana will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Runners on first with 1 down. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. And the Tribe have made this a 3-2 score now.
Well, he'd been cruising along till this point. He was working carefree on a 3-0 lead, but one slip here is going to cost him. And now, all of a sudden, that lead shrinks down to just a single run.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0.
So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Chopped in front of home plate. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Swing and a liner. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
So striding in, Mike Napoli, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
2 out here and a runner at second. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either, but when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
1-1, here it comes. Swung on and chopped toward the hole. Pedroia is able to get there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Dustin Pedroia is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. This man out for his 2nd inning of work. Did a nice job getting him 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Ready on 1 and 2. And this is lifted to shallow center field. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Now batting, third baseman, Brock Holt.
Brock Holt comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The set and the 1-0 pitch. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this one-run lead.
Mookie Betts gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Line drive, base hit left field.
Around third and being waved on home.
The run scores from second. It's 4-2.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but these straight singles will do the job as well.
Zach McAllister will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Zach McAllister.
David Ortiz will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
You're in a tough situation here on the mound because you don't want to load the bases, but you also need to be extra careful with this guy up here at the plate.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. First and second here with nobody out. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And Ortiz hits one high in the air, and this one is going to be long gone. Home run. So it's a 3-run shot for David Ortiz. His first homer here in the series, and the lead is now 7-2.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
Hanley Ramirez will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. They're putting that last home run at 419 feet officially. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Smoke toward third. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Four runs here in this half inning. That's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. A strike, and it's 2-1. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. Bases are empty, one man out. And that misses for ball 4.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. But he's going to reach base anyway.
Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in. Runner at first here, one man out. And another throw over. And he'll dive back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And yet another throw over. And he just manages to get his hand in. Down and away, ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because it would have taken his head off.
Sandy Leon stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Boy, and this one was almost an unlikely hit. I mean, you'll see him getting jammed on this thing, But once you see the pitcher has no play, you figured maybe this one would get gobbled up in that vortex right behind the mound. So that's a nice play to come charging in and get that out at first.
Number 40 will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I think he needs to cut down on his swing a bit, get a little more compact because he ain't going to be touching those fastballs.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Second and third, 2 away. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Crisp has it in his tracks. And that's the third out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Indians 2. Leading off the inning, Jose Ramirez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
You surprised they've left this guy out there to start the 7th?
I thought he was looking a little shaky in the 6th, so I don't think he's going to be on a real long leash right here.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Porcello gets the sign. Here's the 1-1. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Now his cushion out there has gone from a 1-run lead to a 5-run lead, so he can afford to go right after these guys, and he did so right there to get that first out of the inning.
Lonnie Chisenhall will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. First pitch of the at-bat. In there at the knees, strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Tap foul at home plate. Drilled right back up the middle. Bogarts lays out. What a stop. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
Now batting.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop, makes the play and gets the out, and the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Here's Coco Crisp standing in. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
The 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind a 2-1.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Into the box now, number 30, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch to short. Bogarts has it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. One hit, one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Red Sox lead it 7-2. Dan Otero will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
61, Dan Otero.
Into the box now, Dustin Pedroia, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Dustin Pedroia.
On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Line hard into left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. You had to go after him. But when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. That's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Digging in, Brock Holt. He singled his last time up. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Kipnis on to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, the one thing this guy definitely has coming in out of the bullpen is that hard sinking fastball. And here it is in all its glory as he gets the big double play ball to take away the pressure.
Here's Mookie Betts, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. 2 out, nobody on. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Another one sent foul. Another 1-2 delivery. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Nothing doing for Boston. They're on top 7-2. Roberto Perez will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Porcello's ready. Here's the first pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Ranging back is Bradley. Still going back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Settling in now, Carlos Santana, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley shading to his right, and that's the second out of the inning.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Jason Kipnis will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Now, you can't take any more pitches like that. If you don't like it, you got to at least try and fight it off.
Here's the 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Right side hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Not too many balls hit solidly tonight. Just their 6th hit of the game. So now they need to figure out some way to string a few of these together.
Francisco Lindor will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Called strike two with the letters. 0-2 now.
When he starts leaving that curveball up, that's a sign he's getting a little tired out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitcher. He's going to get hurt.
2 out with the man at first. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe. They're down 5. It's 7-2. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. David Ortiz will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts, let's take you back to inning number 7, and a big blow here as his 3-run home run accounted for perhaps the biggest blow of the ball game. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now the 1-2 home to Ortiz. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman, Hanley Ramirez.
Hanley Ramirez is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a solo shot for Hanley Ramirez. His 2nd of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Kind of a gift in location, and this is the wrong guy to be giving gifts to. I mean, you see the location on show track, way too much of the plate there.
You're not going to get away with that too many times. That's for sure.
The shortstop, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here it comes. Ball 2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, what a stop. He goes to first. He's out.
No way. That was awesome. Oh, what a heck of a play right there. And this dive isn't just for show. He's at full extension as he gloves this thing, and he'll wind up taking away a hit here from his opposite number.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A pause and the 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Now another 1-2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. The Red Sox tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Tribe. It's the Red Sox 8 and the Indians 2. Koji Uehara will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Mike Napoli will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
And Napoli can't connect there as that's by him for strike 2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
In now, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward 3rd. And this will be taken in by the 3rd baseman for the 2nd out.
A strikeout and a soft liner here. And he's had no problems with this inning so far at all.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. The win would belong to Rick Porcello, barring any late excitement here. 0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Hey, that's a great job to work out the walk there. That's one thing managers like to see. You got to die hard at the plate, even down to your final out. You never know in this game.
Coco Crisp will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
2 out with the man at first. And this one catches the inside corner for strike 1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox have taken home field advantage right from the start. They claim game 1 on the road as this one is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 8-2. Good night from Cleveland.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 8 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For Cleveland, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Rick Porcello. The loss goes to Trevor Bauer. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.